Hi there everyone, hi there ladies and gents. So today I'm coming to you with a makeup look that is kind of inspired by October or the spooky season. If this is not your cup of tea and you're not a big fan of like the dark lips and the dark eyes mixed together, you can always go and look at my pumpkin princess, I believe it's called. I call it let me see, I forget what I named it, which will be out October 31st. Jacko Princess, but Pumpkin Princess for short. That will be coming out on October 31st. And yeah, today's makeup look is inspired by October as well, the spooky season. So it's a dark smoky eye and a dark lip. But I have two minds about October or the spooky season because I love scary movies, but I also love the colorful brightness of Halloween. So it's kind of like I have two minds, a grown-up mind and a childhood mind. So this makeup look is inspired by the spooky part of my mind, or my love for October. And I didn't think about this when I made my jack-o'-lantern princess, but this one here is going to be a wishing makeup look. I'm going to start working. I did, before I make my explain what I'm talking about, I'm going to say what's going on with my face. I have started my makeup. As you can see, I've got my lip done, part of my eye done. I did put base on, and I kind of knew that I was going to use black eyeshadow, so I kind of put on a layer of powder just so I could sweep it away without smudging it in. So yeah, quick thing, I am using a palette from Halloween last year because by the time I got the palette it was already not in spooky season, and I just didn't have it in me to do makeup looks last year, or some. I didn't do that many, I don't think. Anyway, this is a palette from Wet n Wild from October of 2019, and it is In the Smoke. So yeah. Anyway, so I've already prepped my eyes. I've already got a black base down, and I'm planning to use this black purpley shiny color here, and then work my other parts next after that. And yes, so getting back to what I was going to say about my look, or my inspiration for this one, is that it is inspired by October because you got all those spooky movies that come out in October or have been put out in October, and so it's kind of like it's inspired by October or spooky season, and so it's got the magic of October but the gory part of October. So yeah. And had I thought of it, I would have put it in my Pumpkin Princess video instead of this one and left it for being spooky in this one, but yeah. You know how brains work, they don't think of this idea until midnight and after you're done the video, a previous video. So I put my layer down of the black. This does have like a purple glitter in it, so that's why it's got the magic of Halloween in it. And yeah, so I'm actually going to take a mix of these two reds, not the bright pop of red, but this glittery orangey red and this blood red, and I'm going to like go back and forth with the same brush and mix it. And I'm going to just, like, basically it's making like a creased cut crease. If you can't see, this black mess up here is a mess up with the cream eyeshadow base, so I'm just going to continue around and mix that in. And this is like a red smoky eye, so yeah. So the reds actually create like a blood, like a dried blood look. So that's why I say it's kind of inspired by the special effects part of Halloween and the gory part. So I'm kind of mixing the glam and the gore part of Halloween. You could even, if you wanted to even use this as like an eye look for a costume, you could create it as a, use some cotton swabs or cotton balls, and tear them into small strips and make like a sore around the eye. And of course I just whacked myself with the eyeshadow up above my brow. So, as you can see with the black eyeshadow, I did wing it out. So it's kind of like giving me that winged cut, kind of like crease. And I'm just packing on as much red as I can, so it kind of looks sore. Yes, this could be like a repeat, and I kind of am repeating now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it, because it is similar to my burgundy one I did, I think last year. But this one here is, there's, yeah. My burgundy one didn't have as much black in it, I believe. My multi-use burgundy. So this would be perfect if you wanted to even make it into like a smoky eye for a devil look, or but still keep the glam. So yeah. And I actually went a little overhanded, so I'm actually going to be happy that I put this this powder underneath my eye down. So I went over a little heavy-handed is what the word is, I guess. So, I guess I didn't explain very well. So, I have at least the back to the reason of this video is a wishing video is because I actually have 2 people in my family, I should say, that are October babies. And I want to wish them a very happy birthday. Well, one belated birthday and one birthday, which is today. So, and you know who you are. If you watch these videos, you know who you are. So I'm not naming names, but I'm wishing you a happy, happy birthday, and I love you. So I'm kind of giving it, yet again, the vibes that I did when I did my burgundy look. I love in October to bring and exaggerate reddish undertones or reds underneath my eyes to give that haven't slept for ages look. And it's a habit I do a lot in October with makeup looks like this. It's like October, this is like when I do a full-on makeup look like this. This is the signature look I'll do. I'll make the under eye look red and bloodshot, kind of. Not bloodshot, but what's the word I'm looking for? I guess bloodshot could be a good term. I just can't think of anything else. Tired, insane, are all kind of good words to describe my go-to look in October for the under eye area. So I'm just going back in and putting a little bit more of the blackout or black in, just to give it a more blackness. And on my lips, I'm actually using a new one from Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink from their coffee line in the color Mocha Inventor. And yes, it is a dark brown. And I love these lipsticks because they're awesome. And they're mask friendly. I love them because they're mask friendly as well. So I hadn't drawn this in on my sketch that I keep looking at, but I'm going to actually take my finger and I'm going to actually take and use like this one here, which in person this is the red and then this is like the purple in here. And since the glitters in there have a bit of purple, I think I want to try to, yeah, I like that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of an Ursula lid, the highlighter that like Ursula has, or a lot of Disney villains, I should say. A lot of the Disney villains have like that highlighted look in the middle of their eyelid, but it doesn't go anywhere else. Which is not very noticeable in video, but hopefully in my Instagram photos they will be more noticeable. So I'm actually going to go back into this palette. I normally probably would use my favorite go-to eyeliner in Epic Ink, But since this is going to be so heavy in black coloring, I'm just going to clean up the edges in a black eyeshadow, and extend that wing out to make it look like I have an eyeliner on. Because I already created the liner into the look, and I think just to give that under lash line a little bit of a shadow, I'm actually going to go in and not connect it to the top and not connect it to the, not really connect it to the top. Or not try to anyway, but I did anyway. And give it a little bit of a definition underneath the lash line on the bottom, just to give that like smudged look, as I said. And yeah. So for the last step is lashes. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite ones from Cara. Well, I love all Cara's lashes, Cara lashes. And they are the number 107, because they kind of make me think of like a messy feathers, because they are very full and dramatic. So I'm going to get the glue on these and get those setting up, because you know how lash glue is, it kind of can be impatient. I'm pretty quick with my eyelash, or my, since I'm not putting eyeliner on and then mascara. I'm just going to be putting mascara on, so it's going to be kind of like wham bam and done. So I'm going to get them setting up with the glue, my favorite lash glue, I should say, from the Kiss brand. And these are, I love these lashes, this lash brand, because the lashes are so light and unnoticeable. But since this one has a lot more hairs on it, it's a little bit heavier, so I'll put a little thicker coat of glue, especially if I'm wearing them out in public, because they're so heavy. They're kind of like a feather. So yeah. And you'll notice it when I put them on. Let's see, where'd it go? I lost my lash curler. I might have put it away. Yes, I did. I put it away where it belongs in its cubby. Or its drawer. Anyway. So yes, to all October babies, or wannabe October babies, I wish you a happy birthday. Even if it's already come and gone, and you're just seeing this video now, or it's yet to come, I wish you a happy birthday and many more. I will be posting more videos that are spooky related into November. Even though the spooky season would technically be over because there's other palettes I need to review or show everybody. So I'm going to actually continue posting makeup looks that are inspired for Halloween into the month of November, and then I will be starting on December 1st. I will be starting my 25 days of Christmas challenge, 25 days of lipstick challenge. Yeah, so it's not going to be canceled this year. I don't care. I'm going to continue my tradition of doing my challenge of 25 lipsticks in 25 days. I did collect new ones, and hopefully I won't have repeats from previous years. But that's kind of hard because it's kind of like they get honorable mentions on those days, even though I may have used them in previous years. So I'm going to actually, I don't usually do it, but once in a while, I'm gonna darken my lashes on the bottom for one, or kind of like, yeah. I did make a little bit of a mistake here with my mascara and gave myself a freckle or two, so I'm going to just leave them on. So as you can see, they're very fluttery and very dramatic. They're like showstopper kind of lashes. So you can kind of see why I put the red so heavy and dark on the background. Because it's basically taken over. The black takes over. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. So, happy birthday, October babies. Love you. Mwah.